In the small village of Kokori, nestled in the heart of the African savanna, a wicked soldier named Kwami terrorized the innocent people. He was a ruthless and power-hungry man who used his strength and position to exploit and harm others. His evil deeds were whispered about in hushed tones, and the villagers lived in constant fear of his wrath. Kwami's greatest pleasure was forcing young girls into his bed, and he showed no mercy or compassion. He would often raid villages, taking innocent girls by force, and leaving destruction in his wake. The villagers were powerless against his cruelty, and their cries for help went unanswered. One day, Kwami set his sights on a beautiful young girl named Oma. She was kind, gentle, and loved by all who knew her. Kwami was determined to make her his next conquest, and he would stop at nothing to achieve his goal. As Kwami approached Oma's village, a strange and ominous figure appeared before him. It was a demon, tall and menacing, with eyes that glowed like hot coals. The demon's presence was accompanied by a thick, eerie fog that seemed to seep into Kwami's very soul. The demon spoke in a voice that sent shivers down Kwami's spine. "You have committed unspeakable evil, Kwami. Your crimes against the innocent will not go unpunished." Kwami, filled with arrogance and defiance, laughed at the demon's warning. But the demon was not to be underestimated. With a wave of its hand, Kwami was lifted off the ground, suspended in mid-air. The demon continued, "You will face the consequences of your actions. You will experience the pain and fear you have inflicted upon others." And with that, the demon vanished, leaving Kwami to face the darkness of his own soul. Kwami was consumed by an eerie darkness, a void that seemed to swallow him whole. He was tormented by the faces of the innocent girls he had harmed, their eyes accusing him of his heinous crimes. The pain and fear he had inflicted upon others now became his own reality. As he floated in the air, unable to move or escape, Kwami realized the true extent of his wickedness. He saw the destruction he had left in his wake, the families he had torn apart, and the lives he had ruined. The darkness was suffocating, and Kwami's screams echoed through the savannah. But his cries for mercy went unanswered, for he had shown none to those he had harmed. Suddenly, the darkness dissipated, and Kwami found himself back on the ground. But something was different. His eyes had changed, now glowing with an otherworldly light. The demon reappeared, its voice low and menacing. "Kwami, you have been given a chance to make amends. Use your newfound power to protect the innocent, not harm them." And with that, the demon vanished, leaving Kwami to ponder the weight of his actions and the power of redemption. Kwami, still trying to comprehend the events that had transpired, stumbled back to his village. His eyes, now glowing with an eerie light, seemed to pierce through the darkness, illuminating a new path. As he walked, the villagers, who had once cowered in fear, now looked at him with a glimmer of hope. They saw the change in his eyes, the remorse in his heart, and the determination to make amends. Kwami began to use his newfound power to protect the innocent, fighting against the very evil he once embodied. He battled against other wicked soldiers, rescuing girls from their clutches and bringing hope to the despairing. News of the reformed soldier spread like wildfire, and soon, people from far and wide came seeking his help. Kwami's village, once a place of fear, became a beacon of hope, a sanctuary for the oppressed. But as Kwami's reputation grew, so did the danger. A powerful sorcerer, who had long exploited the villagers, vowed to destroy the reformed soldier and maintain his grip on the land. The sorcerer, named Nena, was ruthless and cunning, with powers that rivaled the demon who had transformed Kwami. A battle of epic proportions was brewing, one that would determine the fate of the village and the future of Kwami's redemption. Kwami, still reeling from his encounter with the demon, struggled to comprehend the weight of his newfound responsibility. He had been given a chance to make amends, to use his power to protect the innocent instead of harming them. As he walked through the village, he saw the faces of the girls he had wronged, their eyes still haunted by the memories of his cruelty. Kwami knew he had a long journey ahead of him, one of redemption and forgiveness. He began by helping those in need, using his strength and influence to defend the weak and vulnerable. Slowly but surely, the villagers began to see a change in him, a glimmer of good in the once wicked soldier. But just as Kwami thought he was making progress, a new challenge emerged. A group of bandits, led by a ruthless leader, threatened to destroy the village and everyone in it. Kwami knew he had to act, to use his power to protect the innocent and prove his worth. He rallied the villagers, forming a plan to defeat the bandits and save their home. The battle was fierce, with Kwami facing off against the bandit leader in a final, decisive duel. The outcome was far from certain, as Kwami's newfound power was put to the ultimate test. Kwami and the bandit leader clashed swords, their blades flashing in the sunlight. The villagers watched in awe as the two warriors exchanged blow after blow, their skills evenly matched. But Kwami had something the bandit leader didn't, the power of redemption. With a mighty cry, Kwami struck the final blow, defeating the bandit leader and saving the village. The villagers cheered, hailing Kwami as a hero. The once wicked soldier had finally found his path to redemption. Please like, comment and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.